Hello and welcome to Metroid Other M. This is a game that made a lot of choices. And many of those choices were bad. So here's the thing. Metroid Other M. It's a Metroid game. People like Metroid games. It's meant to flesh out what happens between Super Metroid and Metroid Fusion, the only Metroid games that have a significant time gap between them. Okay, people wanted to see that. It was developed by Ninja Theory, a company that made a handful of popular action games. Okay. Like, all of these things sound good. But then they weren't. And the very first issue with this game is one that you can already see a hint to right here in this title screen, with it asking me to please press 2. You see, this game was developed for the Wii, a system that, I forget, had it already had Metroid Prime Trilogy? It might have. Yeah, it definitely did. So yeah, Metroid Prime Trilogy, a bunch of first-person adventure games where you use the pointer controls to aim and shoot at stuff and the nunchuck to move around and all that. But the people making Metroid Other M, they were like, nah, what we want to do is we want to use only a Wii remote held sideways. So you got the D-pad, you got the 1 button, you got the 2 button. Just like in the original Metroid, you know, the one that people definitely play instead of, say, Super Metroid. Or any other Metroid. Yeah, it's... the very decision on how to play the game already causes issues. Also, hey, Reggies. This is also the first, and I believe thus far only game in which Samus has spoken dialogue. Like Metroid Fusion, Samus definitely says things in text, but in Metroid Other M, Samus says things with her voice. Which, honestly, I'm fine with that. Wish the writing was better. Hey look, it's a space baby.
Still alive. A baby.
Not gonna lie, it's honestly kind of cool seeing this scene from Super Metroid in 3D. And there goes the baby Metroid that Samus took home with her at the end of Metroid 2, and that sacrificed itself for her in Super Metroid.
Mother, time to go.
Okay, Samus. Everything's normal.
I awoke to the familiar voice of a quarantine officer.
Let's try sitting up, huh? Slowly now.
A dream. I had been reliving the tragic moments of my recent past. Thanks to the hyper beam, which was given to me somehow by the baby, I laid Mother Brain to waste. And the explosion that followed destroyed planet Zebes, along with the remains of Mother Brain, the space pirates, and my long-standing nemesis, Wrigley, and the baby.
Come on, Samus. Let's go next door.
Right, let's get started.
This is another thing that's kind of dumb about this game.
Ready for a quick test, Samus? Let's start with a little warm-up. Try a charge beam for me.
Also, just real quick, this game is for the Wii. You will see pixels. That's just how it's going to be. It runs in 480p. But, yeah, if Samus could summon her suit like that out of nowhere...
Try a charge beam for me.
Yeah, I know, buddy. Hang on. If Samus could summon her suit like that out of nowhere without the need for her ship, there would not have been a section in Metroid Zero Mission where she wore the Zero suit. That is the only game...
Try a charge beam for me.
I know. Hang on. That's the only game where she actually had gameplay in the Zero suit. And it was specifically because she got shot down while in her Zero suit in her ship, and she did not have access to her ship anymore, and therefore... Shut up, dude. And therefore she couldn't use her regular suit. So, yeah. I do like that we've got a little meter that shows how charged we are. I mean, this game does have some good ideas. I just did try a charge beam for you, stupid.
Sharp-looking charge beam, just the way I like it.
Also, like, we're in a 3D environment, but we only have D-pad movement. This is not great.
Go ahead and drop some bombs. Okay, get out of Morphball mode and return to normal. Perfect, Samus. All right, stand in the middle of the room.
Hang on. Oh, we're in over-the-shoulder walking mode. This is another pretty bad idea this game had. Like, sure, they do it for atmosphere, but when we're in a room where we were already moving and shooting at full speed, this just feels clunky and forced. Yeah, the Zero suit in this game had a little bit of a redesign. In the concept art for Metroid Zero Mission, near the Zero suit stuff, like, there is an image that exists where you can see that the designers specifically noted that the Zero suit was not meant to be given high heels. Like, it straight up said, do not give high heels. Like, it's meant for her to be able to move around it. The Zero suit in this game has high heels. Very high heels. Like, there's a lot of points where they just...
Surprised?
Don't really respect the source material.
From there, kick climb to work your way up.
Some of us call that wall jumping, not kick
Just like
climbing.
that, Samus. Let's invite some of your pals. Okay, looking good. Let's check your reaction time. Here comes some beams. Dodge them.
This is actually a crucial component of our
Nice.
skill set in this
Remember
game,
how that feels.
but it's super
Next,
generous
how about a missile test?
to
Use
the point.
concentration to replenish your missile supply.
It's super generous to the point where combat basically devolves into rapidly tapping the D-pad like this while holding 1 to get free charges and dodge everything.
You haven't forgotten, have you? Use concentration to replenish your missile supply.
Yet another control decision that they made
Your
right
pesky
there
buddies
that's
is lurking
really
here
dumb.
somewhere. Find him for me, huh? Why not say hello with a missile? Looks like you ticked him off. That is all you. Okay, looking good.
Honestly, Reggie's, I don't think a remake would save this game. I think, honestly, it's better off being forgotten. Like, sure, they could make it play better, but its story would need a complete rework to have it not be
Jump on its head.
terrible.
How about you try using a power bomb? This area is well fortified, so don't hold back.
Another thing I like about this game, its presentation of power bombs is actually one of the more interesting ones. Like, yeah, charge up your morph ball bombs to use it, and then just visually it's neat. Like, you see the power that
Allow
Samus
adequate
is
room
storing in
around
the
you
ball,
during
and
power
then
bomb.
the kaboom is also
All right,
nice.
Samus. That's it for the test. Looks like you took quite a bit of damage. It's unbelievable how well you've held up.
I wondered if this too was a result of the power the baby gave me.
Right. You're due in the meeting room. The big dogs are waiting. I gave your suit a polish so you'd be at least somewhat presentable.
Not even a fragment. None of the baby remained on me. I knew it to be true, but still couldn't help looking at my palm for a sign. Never again would I encounter the baby. Never. The finality of it struck me once again. Mission completed. The planet Zebes was annihilated, and all Metroids were exterminated. A simple report, almost dull even, but it felt momentous to me. I don't know how much time passed since then. Days went by in their quiet way, and people's recollections of Metroids and space pirates grew nebulous over time, relegated to a past concern of the galactic communities. Nothing more than a faded memory. Codename Baby's Cry. A common SOS with the urgency of a baby crying. The nickname comes from the fact that the purpose of the signal is to draw attention. The signal was coming from a remote part of space. I altered the course of my ship as if this detour had already been part of my flight plan. Baby's Cry. It was as though it was crying specifically for me.
So we heard the babies cry, and now we're going to the bottle pit. The fact that they sometimes ask me to point at the screen,
Galactic Federation.
I'm not a fan. Especially because there's also times in this game where they want you to point at the screen to find something, except they don't force you into first-person mode, so you have to think, okay, I'm playing this game where I get to explore a 3D environment, like, physically, like moving around and all that. But wait, let me pause here and look at the screen.
Fancy meeting you here, princess.
Remember me?
Anthony. There's only one person who calls me princess. And that person is Anthony Higgs of the Galactic Federation Army.
Haven't seen you since that last mission. Hey, and your buddy's here too.
Adam Malkovich, a general in the Galactic Federation Army. Not only a trusted confidant, but also my former superior officer. Yes, there was a time when I was enrolled in the Galactic Federation Army. And then I was young and inexperienced. As the result of a certain incident, I left Adam's command and set out on my path as a solitary bounty hunter.
What are you doing here?
The first words out of his mouth were typical coming from Adam. To answer his question, I recounted the details of what had brought me to this place, and then I asked what circumstances led the Federation here.
That information is not for an outsider.
The word he so obviously chose, outsider, pierced my heart.
Commander, we're all prepped.
No dice. I think our only option is to use the laser to slowly burn our way through. This is gonna take a while.
The electrical system here is out, and we can't get the barrier wall to open. We tried using explosives, but it's tricky to pull off without collateral damage. What we need is some way to focus the power onto one centralized location.
was a missile door all along.
Let's go.
All right. I'm gonna go on ahead.
Adam hadn't authorized it, but I decided to remain on site for the sake of the others.
Yep, Samus has just decided not to use bombs or missiles. So, that's another issue that this game has, is the way Samus gets her power-ups is, well, it's dumb. She already has them, she just chooses not to use them. Well, I don't have bombs right now, because Samus has decided not to use them. Okay, so they just spawn infinitely in here, huh? What's the blinky blink? Probably the item that we can't get because we don't have bombs. Another common complaint with this game that people have, or another common complaint that people have with this game, rather, is the voice work. A lot of people complain about how Samus sounds so stiff and emotionless. And like, yeah, I get that. Though, honestly, that's one of the things I can forgive this game for. Because Samus was not raised by humans. She was raised by bird people. There's a reason she would be, for lack of a better term, emotionally stunted. Well, clearly we gotta go to the ladies' room. So there's actually nothing we can do in here, as far as I can tell. But the men's room just won't open, which means there has to be something for us to find in here. Maybe if I actually approach, we'll get a button prompt? No. No button prompts. This is definitely a case of look in the somewhere for the something. This game does this a few more times than I would like, honestly. There was a point at which my reticle changed to a different thing that implied something was interactable. Or is that just the when you're moving your thing far enough thing? I'm not sure. It's very clear they want me to specifically look at one thing. My guess would have been the open door, but apparently it's non-interactable. So if I leave here, this door is still going to be locked. And I can't interact with this thing. So there's definitely something I have to do in that bathroom. Unless this is a clue, which it is not. Sure, it'd be nice if they had something better to point me towards what I'm supposed to look at here. Like, I can't shoot anything. This is a case of just look around until you find the whatever they want you to see. And I don't know what the whatever they want me to see is. Like, for reals, this being open has to be a clue of some sort. But I cannot open it further. And looking inside avails me of nothing. It's just darkness in there. I swear, I didn't get stuck here this long the first time I played this game, but I have no memory of what I'm supposed to look at. I do know that these mirrors don't actually reflect anything. Like, for reals game, what do you want from me? Apparently, at some point, you're supposed to just walk Samus up to one of these bathroom doors to get something inside it, but that point is clearly not right now. There's no button I have that's doing anything. Let's try this terminal again. Apparently to interact with those, you just stand next to it. Okay, cool. Thanks, game. I was wandering around the bathroom for no reason. And no bombs means no getting that. This terminal is just not on. Wave beam to get that, I think. Hey, fellas.
He's dead. Someone or something attacked him.
Get away from me!
It was obvious that there was some pervasive danger throughout the facility. I didn't know what had brought Adam here, but I did know that cooperation was imperative if we were to restore safety. Adam, listen to me. Clearly, this facility is in complete disorder. It might be too dangerous for your men to go alone. That's why I've...
Look at that!
They're coming out of the wall!
Right, stay calm.
And here we have the game's tutorial boss.
Nothing's working! Listen up! Freeze guns authorized! Sam, I'm authorizing missile use!
I mean, he technically never said anything about not authorizing missile use, so like... Why? Why is he now saying that he's authorizing missile use? Also, it's dumb that in order to use missiles, we have to go into first-person mode like this.
Concentrate fire in a single location and freeze that thing. And Samus, you attack the frozen spot. Now, use your missile. Switch target.
There we go. We win.
Samus, looks like I'm gonna need to ask for your cooperation on this mission, but I'm also gonna have to ask that you follow my commands. You don't move unless I say so, and you don't fire until I say so. Any objections, lady?
The thumbs up sign had been used by the Galactic Federation for ages. Me? I was known for giving the thumbs down during briefing. I had my reasons, though. Commander Adam Malkovich was normally cool and not one to joke around. But he would end all of his mission briefings by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He was joking, but others weren't. At the time, I felt surrounded by people who treated me like a child, or used kid gloves because I was a woman. And yet with Adam, I was grateful for the nod. My past has left me with an uneasy soul, and as a result, it touched me on some level that Adam would acknowledge that past by calling me something delicate, like lady. And I knew more than anyone that every word from Adam was deliberate. My thumbs down was a twofold response. A sign of derision at being called a lady, and a signal of my complete understanding of the mission orders. The other soldiers were always willing to support me with easy smiles despite the fact that I clearly had so much yet to learn. Among them was Anthony. In the face of his well-meaning behavior and that of the other soldiers, my response was to become increasingly bitter. I was a child, always with something to prove, a chip on my shoulder. And I was angry. I felt that if I let my guard down, I would easily be broken. And beyond that, I was scared. Even in the naivete of my youth, I could see in Adam's joking manner how close he felt to me. Adam knows my past, and he knows me better than anyone else. Confession time. Because I was so young when I lost both of my parents, there's no question I saw Adam as a father figure. When I rebelled against him, I knew I could get away with it. And his paternal compassion in the face of my rebellion reinforced the special bond I felt with him. I understood well that chances were slim that I would ever find anyone that understood me like Adam. And yet, when the time came, I still left his side. I was so young and naive.
Exactly what transpired here on the bottle ship is still uncertain. Here's what we do know.
the equipment we thought had been destroyed is operational again. And we've seen casualties attributed to an unidentified and lethal creature. The situation is critical. We need to gather all the information we can, but priority one is to find any survivors and bring them to safety. Consider this site extremely dangerous. Be careful as you make your sweeps. And there's one problem. The wireless interference in this facility is all-pervasive. Your comm systems are useless. As a result, communication channels will be limited to the facility's navigation booths. Well then, Lyle, investigate Sector 1 and show a little restraint with the explosives. Gotcha. Maurice, you cover Sector 2. Repair any equipment you come across.
Affirmative.
Anthony, you're Sector 3. I'll leave it to you to decide whether plasma guns are called for.
All right.
James, check out the control bridge. Our communication issues might be the result of electrical interference.
Yes, sir.
And KG, run a complete sweep of the residential quarters and investigate any trace of survivors.
Got it.
Each of you is authorized to use a freeze gun. Do not forget to check in regularly via navigation booths. And Samus, you go to the system management room. Do everything you can to get the electrical system back up and running. Looks like your comm system is still functional. Remember, everything you see will also appear on this screen. Regarding auxiliary weapons, the use of bombs has been authorized. As far as your other weapons go, we will continue to investigate and authorize use as we can. However, we currently have no plans to authorize the use of power bombs. As you know, they have the ability to spread a high-temperature heat wave over a large area, impacting living things, which is a nice way of saying they can vaporize humans instantly. You should be well aware of how dangerous power bombs are, and how their devastation can't be obstructed with common materials. Once the mission in the system management room is complete, I need you to report back. I'll give you your next orders then. I want you all to be especially careful as you execute your missions. That's the end of the briefing.
It was the first joint mission I'd been a part of since becoming a freelance bounty hunter. And of course, it was the first time since my Federation days that I was following the orders of a commanding officer. Having received mission orders from Adam, I felt confused and strangely exhilarated at the unexpected turn of events. I responded. Understood, Adam. No objections, of course.
And now we're allowed to use bombs. And they're allowed to use freeze guns, but I'm not allowed to use my ice beam. Thanks a lot, Adam. Missile tanks are blue in this game. Also, we have spring ball built in. I see that little morph ball tunnel. See if we can do a double bomb jump. If we can, it's got weird timing. Also, I know for a fact we're not supposed to just bomb jump our way into that. And yet there should be a way to get it. definitely a way to get in there. Maybe just come down from up above while in morph ball mode. Or maybe there's a morph ball tunnel that we can pop into. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Probably some other means of getting it. Energy tanks are red in this game. Also, we were actually forced to get that one. What a truly difficult combat sequence this is. I should refill my missiles, because that's a thing we can just choose to do in this game. Wow, landed on a zoomer. Go back and get the thing that we weren't able to get due to lack of bombs before. Oh, we can't. Can we open the bathroom stall? Nope. Sure can't. That bathroom is completely pointless for now. Unable to open that door and go back to where we needed bombs. So whatever that pickup was, it is out of our reach. Oh no. Side hoppers are weird in 3D. Oh, hey, the elevator's back on. That's a power bomb tank, isn't it? Ah, that's how we get the thing. Or wait, why would there be a power bomb tank in this game? This game power bombs. You charge up a normal bomb. Is it still limited? Whatever it is, it's yellow. I know that. What are you, yellow thing? I can't even see it from here.
Samus, go through the hatch on your right and head towards Sector 1. Lyle went ahead to secure a route to a facility of interest. I'll leave you to survey Sector 1.
Okay. Puffers. But they're too high up for me to need to bother with them. Oh, these ones aren't. It's amazing how side hoppers take exactly one charge beam to kill if you do an overblast. Also one missing. But if you just shoot the charge beam at them normally, even if you hit them in the face, they don't die from it. Well, don't got those.
This elevator is bound for Sector 1. A level 3 warning is now in effect in Sector 1.
Not
Please
level
avoid
3.
traveling alone and remain armed. Stay alert to your surroundings at all times.
Level 3 warning sounds dangerous. Anything over this way? Nope. So, Metroid Fusion. when you go to a navigation room and talk to Adam, he tells you about your next objective. Like, he actually tells you stuff. And then he points you to the thing that you're trying to do. In this game, you go to a navigation booth to save the game, and it points you to another navigation booth and gives you no information whatsoever. Like, Metroid Fusion did it right. Also, this game and Metroid Fusion are trying to have the same type of environment. A ship within which are several biospheres, different environment types, etc. Metroid Fusion, again, pulled it off much better. There's more to explore. What we just went through was a linear hallway with leaves in it. Rude. Right, we're supposed to, like, first person shooters. Well, Adam hasn't authorized grapple beam yet. It's just weird how much this game tries to be like Metroid Fusion and how very badly it fails at that job. So we're already going past the navigation room that we were told to go to. Why do these take so much to kill? I guess killing them's pretty instant if you use bombs. And why are these back? I was one room away. I don't trust this. go any further.
Sequence complete. Process successful.
Well, that was a noise. And now that thing is dead. But there's another one. Another two. This game's combat against non-minor enemies is all about just jump on them when you can and kill them instantly. Like, there's no real feeling of accomplishment. And it's also just really lame how you can hit them with the same charge beam. But if you're doing it through any means other than, you know, jumping on them to do it, it does just massively less damage. Well, it sucks to be them.
The large cage-like booth looked like something had been raised in it. And in one corner was the miserable form of a researcher's corpse. This victim hadn't sustained the same injuries. The dead I'd seen had been torn apart by something large. This one had been attacked by a different type of creature. And as I studied the violence this creature had wrought, I felt something in the air. The presence of a dark intelligence.
Ooh, I hate dark intelligences. So, is there a door I missed somewhere? There's a zoomer in here. That wasn't here before. There's a whole lot of nothing in here. What an interesting, tiny, fuzzy thing.
Samus, proceed through the hatch I just unlocked. Your next destination is a little further ahead.
Most of these I'm clearly blowing up for no reason. Like, sure, it makes the enemies stop spawning, but, like, it's so out of the way. And you can just run on by them. But it is true that if you defeat all the enemies in an area, it reveals any hidden items in that area. And this is... What? We need to remember this for later. Or for right now, actually. Yeah, we were just bonking into the wall because it was a fraud. A hologram. And since we dispelled it, we can also see this. Also, the door probably wouldn't have existed had we not dispelled that thing, so yeah. Wow. Zoomer pesticide? Well, that looks suspicious. Oh, hi. Okay, there's... I thought I was looking at this creature who is just super immune to beams and very tired. But apparently there's a terminal. Wait, you mean that wasn't actually just a floating booth? Hi, side hoppers. Where did you come from and why? Not really side hoppers so much in this game. They're more just like hoppers. Not the butt mouth. Oh. I honestly don't know what they specifically want from me with this thing, but it's clear that if I approach it in morphball mode, it loves doing that lunge attack. And either it really doesn't like missiles, or it was about to die anyway. Shame our big map is nowhere near as useful as our mini map. And we came down here for no reason. Like, we know there's an item over there to the left, but we don't know how to get there. I think we have an idea how to get there. Hey, guard. And, yeah, there's a reason it's been forever since we played this Metroid game. It wasn't very good. I'm actually running surprisingly low on health. Hey, look, my health is getting filled. Yeah, in terms of gameplay, I'd say that this game is... It's acceptable. Like, it's a solid C. In terms of story, this game is awful. And that's where it catches most of its flack. It's the writing. Gameplay, it's passable. Writing, it is very much not. Also, its creature designs are, in many cases, very stupid looking. Oh boy, another bathroom. Oh, this one's got a thing in it. And Samus is willing to actually open this stall. Cool. Now we can charge our beam faster. Not a lot faster. But a little faster. Though it's mostly pointless because we get an instant charge whenever we dodge anything, so... What's the point of charging faster if most of your charges in combat are going to be instant anyway? Oh no, it's a one of those things. Oh, I needed to not kill myself with that. Yeah, that would have been a good plan. Guard, they already have announced that Majora's Mask is coming to Nintendo Switch Online eventually. It is a known fact that it is going to happen. You do not have to hope, you just need to wait. Of course, the emulation will probably be just as bad as it was for Ocarina of Time and the other N64 games on Nintendo Switch Online, but it's going to be there. And you can't play the 3DS version? Majora's Mask 3D is great. Okay, down was not the correct answer. Up was the correct answer. Makes sense. For some reason, my brain was thinking, hey, we're making an elevator fall down so that we can then take the elevator up, despite it being clearly broken. Hello, ingeniuses. I saw that. And can't even do anything with it without having grapple beam. Cool. Ingeniouses, I can't say I share your love for this game. It is, in my opinion, it is easily the worst Metroid game. Like, other than maybe Metroid 1, the original release was... The original release doesn't really hold up. But like, this game, gameplay-wise, it's a solid C, I would say. Story-wise, I would say it's an abject failure. Okay, something lets us bomb our way in there, but we need to find the rest of the planet first. Wow, those guys are already back. We didn't even go a whole room away. Yeah, most of this game is inoffensive gameplay-wise. But inoffensive isn't good. Well, that bomb sure ignited things. Orfball bombs usually aren't depicted doing that. That's a power bomb hatch. Oh, hello. Oh, so if I shoot him in the gun with my charge beam, then it does damage. But if I shoot him anywhere else, nothing. Yeah, honestly, this game would be better if its combat design was better. Like, most of the combat is just jump on thing when can, or shoot them in the developer-approved weak point. And if you just mash tap the D-pad, you're usually pretty safe. There's a lot to be desired here. Like, every other Metroid game, the game doesn't grind to a halt when combat starts. Like, okay, so missiles don't work on it now. It's a whatever that is. Oh, I got diffusion beam. But did Adam authorize it? I don't think so. Most Metroid games, the exploration and the combat can happen pretty much simultaneously because you're doing all the same actions to move around and to fight. In this game, like, sure, technically, yes, you're doing that. But, like, most of the time when you're fighting something, you're in basically a locked room. And you have to fight in order to get out. Most Metroid games do that very infrequently.
Sequence complete. Process successful.
So diffusion beam isn't the answer. I guess we're playing missile whack-a-mole. So it swallowed us, but only a little bit. Where you at, bud? Oh, you're over there. Good job with that lethal strike, Samus. You just dodged away from the thing that you needed to dodge into to actually kill it. Thanks, this game. Yes, for example, that combat right there occurred in a locked room. It was forced combat. Whoosh. If I don't have to fight this thing, I won't, because there's no reason for me to. Let's go right now. And I can't go up there. Is there some way to connect these two navigation rooms? Is that what it is? No, that's not what it is, because we were already at the other side, weren't we? And we can't get back up this slide, so I guess I'm going the wrong way. Time to get back on track, I suppose. Perhaps there's another path to take. Sure do love when the game has to load before opening a door. So if we go through here, yeah, that's the door we unlocked anyway. So this is where we have to go. Okay, so we've turned on the hologram? Oh, we turned on the hologram so that we could see the one weak spot on the wall, I guess. Yep, that's what it is. Because with the hologram turned off, it would have been basically invisible. But with it turned on, it's incredibly obvious. Also, there's an item up there, but super missiles. Don't got them. Yeah, there's this crack on the wall that looks basically the exact same. Interesting how my descent slowed at the end there. Oh, we're on the biological experiment floor, are we? Rude. You know, if you're gonna have a glowy spot like that, You can't just have it not react to being shot. Not in a game like this, where it occasionally asks you to point at things and shoot them. A missile tank if I can manage to actually jump off this ledge. So is that all we get for climbing this? Because while it looks like there is more up to go, doesn't look like... Oh, never mind. There is more up we can go. We just had to grab the ledge. And we fell through a big old tube-shaped plant thing. Now the game very much wants me to find something. Those guys. Larval key hunters. Sometimes when Samus dodges a thing, it points her towards the thing that she dodged so that she can shoot at it. And other times it just points her at whatever. So I'm guessing missiles for these things. Open up. Okay, fine. I'll deal with the key hunters. That's all. And now that their hive is dead, they will surely stop attacking me. Oh, I gotta kill this thing. Get off me. Also, I'm almost dead. That's not good. One must wonder how many shots this queen will take. And also why she's immune to charge beams, but not missiles. Those guys are still there. Oh, never mind. One of them tried to escape, but got trapped in the hive. Look at the tongue on that little guy.
Some creatures use the powers of others to capture their prey. Watching this disgusting beast, I felt as though it was feeding off my power as well. At the same time, a thought crossed my mind. That howl I heard earlier, could this creature have been the source?
Samus, head to the biosphere test area in your current sector. There should be some important information about this facility in that exam center. The other members are en route. Quickly, go meet them there.
Little jerks are immune to everything I've got. Still weird that energy tanks and energy parts... Oh, by the way, energy parts debuted in this game. Yeah, energy tanks and energy parts are red in this game, whereas in every other Metroid game, those colors are reversed. Okay, they're not immune to morph ball bombs because, you know, that's just how things work. Well, we can't get past here. No gravity suit. But it's clear that someone burned their way in here. How mysterious. Okay, but why would I want that to be open? Oh, I can't jump over the edge if it's closed. I can't go that way anyway, so I guess I want it to be open so that I can continue on. Okay, so this just lets us see that there's a thing. I still can't do anything about it. Yet I do need to make it to this elevator. So maybe there's something I missed. something in here that will open this door. And yet I can't find any such thing. So there's got to be something to do in that little morph ball tunnel. The question is, what and how? Because this morph ball tunnel is the only real clue we've got that there's... I can charge a power bomb most of the way, but I can't drop it. So I can do literally nothing from here. I can't roll forward. I can't bomb my way through. Can't roll out of here other than the direction we came. Oh, is this being, like, it's showing us the thing so we can fire diffusion beam and have it, like, explode through the wall or something? No. And what's this on the floor all about? There's got to be something we can do, right? Why is this section of floor lower than the rest? So we got a glowy thing. It looks like there's a tunnel that comes in from the right side. Looks like there's a tunnel going through there. We just got to find our way in. Maybe the room with all the water we're actually supposed to go in. Like, maybe it's not a you need the gravity suit to continue thing. Maybe it's a hey, look, find the path somewhere else thing. Welcome back, Reggies. You missed not a whole lot. I destroyed a key hunter nest and that white fuzzy thing showed up again. Okay, so we in fact did not need the gravity suit at all. My having played other Metroid games led me astray. Oh, you left before the white fuzzy thing showed up. There's a little bird-like white fuzzy creature that we have seen twice at this point. So there's an item in here. It's like right below us? Yeah, probably through here, huh? And that is locked behind the gravity suit. Also the speed booster, but I think speed booster comes before gravity suit. Okay. Guess this lets us get onto here. Is there a reason for doing this? Is there anything down here for us? There's a morph ball tunnel. That's what's down here for us. Here I thought I was finding progress, not just missiles. Finding missile tanks in this game is a lot less interesting than in any other game. Because first of all, they only give you like one missile. And second, when you can just refill your missiles by doing this, getting a missile tank and thereby having additional missiles, all it accomplishes is it makes you not have to reload as often. And when you reload manually, like, who even cares? Like, I don't need to wait for missile drops. I just say, hey, do I have a second? Time to reload. So raising the water let me get further over to the right, but unless I can get up onto the floating platform there, fat lot of good this does me. So clearly there's something to shoot at there. Manageable. That seems like a huge waste of energy. just repeatedly flooding and draining this place. They got these cages here, presumably to keep Zoomers out. And yet they still find a way in. And momentum is a killer in here. It is very difficult to actually turn back around and avoid getting hit by the Zoomers when you're rolling through there at top speed. Shame I can't just jump on this thing's head and give it problems. Ooh, I shot myself off the platform. Apparently this thing doesn't want me just getting up high and firing missiles at its back. Which is a shame because that is exactly what I want. Okay, back to down low mode where it's actually much easier to deal with. And back to up high mode where it is not. Oh, cool! I'm dead. Or no, I'm not quite dead. would love for this thing to become dead. Wish I had an easier way to kill it. But hey, it's dead now. There's an item in here. Is it like up in there? No, it's... I don't care about the terminal game. No, I am not trying to look at the terminal game. It's on that little platform. Which I probably can't get to from inside here. So there's an item above us. But apparently this is not a wall jumpable wall. Okay. So this is a Shine Spark thing. Need Shine Spark to get it. In my defense, that zoomer was not visible when I pressed the jump button. Honestly, kind of amazing that Ricochet managed to kill the few hunters. It's also kind of dumb that Samus shot at the indestructible cocoon instead of the very active threats. right there. I can see it. I want it. But alas, I appear to have no means of getting it from here. Remember that thing we just fought as a boss? Well, here's another one. Hooray for E-Tanks. Those things will eventually be easier to kill. I know that for a fact. But for now, I don't think we've got anything that makes it particularly feasible.
Sequence complete. Process successful.
I want that. Wow, way to just automatically run us up there, game. Oh, now I'm in control, huh? Well, not a whole lot over here. So there's a door that is locked. And a door that doesn't exist. One would assume that this locked door has a way around it, and sure enough. So, how were people other than specifically Samus supposed to get to this security room? Like, okay, this is where the monitor for that door is and where the control to open that door is. And it's accessed via this hallway, which is accessed how? Other than this morph ball tunnel. There are no other doors leading into this hallway. It is only this morph ball tunnel. Uh-oh. Someone's been here.
Hey, Samus.
Hi.
Where's Lyle?
Looks like he's late. Huh?
Hey. The CPU seems to have self-destructed. The central system is broken into parts, but I think I might be able to restore it and recover some of the data. Let's try it.
Like the CO said, there might be some pretty crucial information hidden here. Well, while Maurice here is working his magic, the rest of us should search this building. Am I right?
Got it.
Not gonna leave anyone behind to watch his back or anything.
Hey, Princess. Does this view bring back any memories? Yeah. Looks like the training grounds of the Galactic Federation.
Do we seriously have to walk like this right now, game?
Data recording. Sequence complete. Process successful.
For reals, game, do I really, really have to walk around like this right now? Hey fellas, anything going on? honestly astounding how far they're asking me to walk like this. And still more. What's in door number 1? Why, a sealed tank with nothing in it. How about door number 2? Why, a sealed tank with nothing in it. Hey, look, there's door number 3. It had a mecha pirate. Oh, I need to actually... A GF mecha pirate.
Adam, are you seeing this? It's a Zebesian, but it's been cybernetically enhanced. What is this thing?
I don't know. Continue your investigation.
Everyone, gather round.
All right. So I managed to recover one piece of data. This bottle ship is under management of the Galactic Federation. In these facilities, life forms from each planet have been raised and researched as possible bioweapons. Site manager and development director, Dr. Madeline Bergman.
Adam, was the Galactic Federation experimenting with bioweapons?
Looks like it.
Use of bioweapons is strictly prohibited.
Of course it is. What's happened here is illegal.
Who is Madeline Bergman?
Must be the person in charge here. Is that all you've got?
I didn't need to press Adam about it any further. I knew his mind. Not only was he a strong opponent of bioweapons, he was against the use of living things for unnecessary reasons, period. Life, no matter what form it takes as it's born into this often cruel universe, should not be tampered with. That was Adam's philosophy. In bringing the infant Metroid back, I did something that I know would have gone against his convictions. And though I might have been left alone, it was a clear and blatant violation of protocol. I wondered what Adam thought of me. Out of nowhere, I suddenly found myself concerned with his opinion again.
I've almost gotten it completely restored. But I'll bet they protected this thing with a seriously sophisticated security system. If I can't get past it, James, that'll be where you come in.
Leave it to me. Shouldn't be a problem to hack into this thing. I mean, it might tell us what exactly was going on here. Looks like this might take some time now.
Madeline might still be somewhere in this building. Keep scouting for more intel. Let's go.
Time to go back through. Because this is the most fun part of this game, walking around super slowly. Yup, it's what people come to this game for. Who would want to do anything else? Hey guys, found anything? You can just feel the excitement. Well, that was easy. The fact that they let you just jump on them twice. They could really use a better training program. There we go. All taken care of. These paths are just for them to be able to try and get the drop on me. Is that it? How pointless. Samus, could you at least, like, speed walk? Please? This is so slow. And now she's even slower. Gotta shoot it in the tail a few times. Weird how shooting it in the face accomplishes nothing, but shooting it in the tail does things. This whole sequence is very stupid. Excuse me, sir. Nice use of plasma beam.
You okay, princess?
Maybe.
I wanted to give you some cover earlier, but this thing takes forever to charge.
Maybe help your pals?
I'll save the next shot for you. Not that you'll need it.
Hey! Come over here!
Like, they were still in active combat.
What's up?
Lyle's down. He looks like a pile of rags. What's gotta happen to a guy to make him look like that?
Time to play a game of Spot the Thing. Oh, hey, it's the white fuzzy thing we found earlier. But it's opened up.
An empty shell.
Looks like that monster from earlier infiltrated Sector 3. Samus, follow it.
Sure left a lot of goop on the walls.
It was clear that the Galactic Federation was developing bioweapons on the bottle ship. I wonder if Adam came here knowing that. Regardless, I knew I had to talk to the person in charge, Madeline Bergman. Of course, she would have to be alive in order for me to do that.
Uh-oh.
Samus, start by searching areas you can access with your current equipment. We'll determine weapon and equipment authorization after we get a better understanding of the situation.
Did she just nod to respond in the affirmative to a phone call? Hey, look, big lava fish thing. So, we are currently exposed to all of the hot temperatures out there, but we are fine. But now it's time for the dumbest part of this entire game. Or at least it will be time for that once I'm done with this little morph ball tunnel. I also gotta go through ensuring that we have maximum health going into the next area. Because now we have to go through the hot territory without a Varia suit. Even though Adam told us to only go to areas that we could access with our current equipment. And our current equipment does not include the Varia suit. And of course the Varia suit is something that Adam has to authorize because it would just be terrible if Samus were to be able to not die in hot places. That could really negatively impact the team, couldn't it? The fact that this sequence exists is the dumbest part of the game. And it's not even done being dumb. Like, there is still more dumbness to be had out of this very situation.
Looks like the normal beam won't have any impact on the enemies around here. Samus, use your ice beam.
All right, so we now have Ice Beam. Still don't have Variasuit. Oh, there's a morph ball hole. And what did I do that for? Ah, because one of them had this in it. That's right, we're going back through the hot area, still without having gained the Varia suit. Excuse me? Gee, thanks for throwing me into the actual lava. I need this heal. Please be an E-tail. Nope, just a part. No heals from that, but next one we find will heal us. So, I will remind you, we have now gone through a hot zone twice without Adam having authorized the Varia suit. So that's not interactable at the moment. They just hid it under the stairs. Can't jump high enough. And time to go back through this hot area without a Varia suit. Okay, maybe I am going to fall back. There's no navigation room on this side, which means that any energy we go in there with is all we have, apparently. Ah, but since we're in the red, I can recharge. Thank goodness. Hey, Ice Beam one-shots these guys. That's nice. Well, I suppose that's one way to do it. Yay, we have 3 energy tanks now. So... that's our way back out. And can't go that way. Uh-oh, the lava's rising. Okay, I was pressing the D-pad, but apparently I didn't press it in the direction they specifically wanted of me.
Samus, activate the Varia feature on your suit to protect yourself from heat damage.
Yeah, now he gives the order. That should have never been deactivated. And now for a really stupid-looking boss. That second one really whipped out quick. This is a Metroid game, so we freeze things, and then we shoot the things with missiles. I guess they wanted us to overblast his hand. Oh, they did not want us to overblast him. Oh, they wanted us to do this. Anyway, we win. And apparently that thing was plugging up the volcano, causing the lava to rise somehow. That's right, I froze its leg on lava. Because physics. That's how thermodynamics work. can go further down. Sometimes Samus actually lands on the things. Other times it takes more tries. I don't know why. Okay, so we're going to need grapple beam to get to that item. Yeah, we're going to need grapple beam to get past here.
Okay, Samus, head to Sector 2. There's a high probability of survivors hiding there. We'll have to take care of that freak of nature later.
He'd rather send us to a different sector than okay grapple beam. Way to go, Adam. You're super helpful. Dang it. Do an overblast on this jerk. So clearly the fastest way to take this thing out is to just shoot it while it's like that.
elevator is bound for the main sector. This elevator is bound for Sector 2. A level 4 warning is now in effect in Sector 2.
Uh-oh.
An irregularity in the climate control systems of Sector 2 has been confirmed. Please be sure to wear protective equipment and use extreme care when moving around this floor.
So we need to wear protective equipment. What do you want to bet? Adam's not going to authorize it immediately.
Data recording. Restoration sequence activated.
Now, as much as I would like to search for survivors in Sector 2 right now, in those apparently double-stacked navigation booths,
Process successful.
it's about time for me to call this a stream. So thanks, folks, for watching and chatting. And I'll see you on Thursday for more Metroid Other M. See you then, friends.